Hey everyone, welcome back. It's time for another monthly update. This is the March update for you. It is March the 29th of 2019 that I'm recording this. I'm going to go into some more details because a lot has happened in March, but let me show you the walking update first. So as I mentioned, a lot happened in March that I wanted to share. I started back in therapy. I'm actually going to a different place now. I love the place that I went to before, but I ran out of visits that insurance would pay, so I was kind of saving them. I was having success working on my own at home, so I was going to wait till that either stopped or we got further into the year before I used those. But my doctor suggested that I go and refer me to a different place, and I figured it was good to get another opinion. So I started back in therapy, all three of physical, occupational, and speech therapy. It all seems to be going along pretty well. It's nice to have another opinion and to have evaluations done of me further along in my recovery than where I was last time with therapy. So I probably shouldn't have waited as long as I did, but it made sense to me at the time. But I'm glad that I'm back in it now. We'll talk in future videos maybe a little bit more about what I'm doing differently now versus what I was doing alone that I showed before. We also, this past week, I had a driving evaluation. Now, I wish I could tell you that I passed it, but I didn't. I failed, but it wasn't all bad news. My greatest fear was that they would tell me it was never going to happen for me given what happened and things of that nature, but I passed the vast majority of the things that were part of this evaluation. But what really got me was a lack of coordination that they said, keep doing what you're doing, that should improve. You should be able to drive. So they expect that that's something that's in my future. So that's very good news for me. It alleviates one of the biggest fears that I had, which was not driving. So I'm doing the right things, just keeping that going, and we'll try again in a few months, see what happens then. I expect good news to come down the road with that. So a lot of therapy in March. In April next month, I'm actually going back to see the neurologist, so I'll be curious what he'll have to say. Um, if things continue on the trajectory of improving, hopefully I'll be back at work and back walking and things of that nature within a couple months. I did mention walking. I'm no longer walking in my hallway where I have the walls to catch me. My balance is finally good enough that I'm walking out in the open. So in my living room, I have a little path that I walk in my living room through the kitchen to the back door, back around to the living room. Do that just like I was walking in the hall, but working in the open, I think will help me immensely. And I'm glad that the balance has improved where I can do that. That just happened this month as well. So March has been a very busy month. An exciting month though. I'm glad that things are progressing the way that they are. That kind of leads me into what I learned that I want to share. I've talked a little bit about this, but patience is something that I have absolutely learned, and it's kind of been forced on me as part of this process, but it's been something I think will help me throughout all aspects of my life. It's been a very slow improvement process. Nothing has happened quickly, but it is happening. And I think if something's worth doing, it's worth being patient and waiting for those things, whether it is related to your health or related to something else in your life. If it's worth having, it's worth waiting for and being patient and working hard towards it. So I've learned that, and I will continue to strive towards the goals that I have for myself, and do that not only with my recovery, but also with the other goals that I have in my life and things that I want to do. So that's all I got for you this month. I will be back in April to you another update. Hopefully the neurologist is surprised at the progress I made. I'll let you know how that goes. Also, walking, we'll see how that improves over the next month, in addition to my voice as well, which hopefully you've noticed some slight improvements with that. Once again, it's not fast, but slowly improving and getting better. So I'll keep up the work on this, and thanks so much for spending a few minutes with me. I hope you have a lovely month, and we'll see you back in April. Thanks.